G'day and welcome to Focus on Rally as we preview the 2015 Focus on Furniture and Bedding Victorian Rally Championship. We've had 5 rounds with 1 more to go and we've got a great battle on our hands. East side versus west side, Subaru versus Mitsubishi. Got Darren Windus and Jamie Sargent in that Subaru. They've been super quick all year, but they've had a couple of indiscretions. On the east side we've got Warren Lee and David Leafleen. Super consistent in the Kaisvar Evo, but they're yet to win a heat round. With 1 more round to go, it could be their opportunity. It's not going to be plain sailing though for the boys in the Kaisvar Evo. They've got the Bendigo Tyre Noted Series to contend with. Now, they might have a lead in the outright championship and in this series, but they've got coming up, young Darren Windus has certainly been showing his pace and he's going to be a contender for that. But without further ado, let's get stuck into it and have a chat to a few of the boys. 19 years old and you've just won the MRF Tyres Academus Rally. How does it feel?
Yeah, very good. It's a huge honour. Yeah, it's just very unexpected. It was just a dream run for us with the new car, and Joe and I just gelled really well from stage 1, and he was fantastic on the notes, just bang on every single time. So yeah, couldn't ask for a better weekend. It worked in our favour.
Now the old man obviously had a few issues which gave you a good lead up the point score there. How's the new car feel?
Absolutely awesome. It's fantastic. It was obviously a championship winning car with Tristan and Jolly Penhole a few years ago, so the car's got plenty of history, and it's just the best car I could ever dream of, and being at my age, it's the perfect thing for me to go forward in the future of motorsport. So hopefully we can keep our role going, but it's all about finishing rallies at the moment and gaining results.
Aaron, obviously a bit of team strategy going on with the old man potentially fighting it out for outright in the Focus on Furniture Victorian Rally Championship. You're in with a go now with the Bendigo Tyre Centre Noted Series up against Wall and Shermo. Do you reckon you can repeat the exercise?
We'll see how we go. It's on the cards, but I'm not expecting anything at the moment. Wall and Shermo have had a very consistent drive, not just this year, but previous years. So it's not over till it's over, I guess, just like the main championship itself. But we'll see what happens, time will tell.
The boys in the DK Rally team were making comments about some of the additives that might have been in the chicken you've been eating recently. What's the secret?
Well, I think Wall's onto the testosterone story, but look, it's been in my blood for many years. I've obviously grown up watching Dad, so he's been awesome, giving me the pointers and being basically my benchmark to be able to beat. And certainly at home, it's very competitive. But look, we're all having fun. It's been brought up around the sport for so long, and yeah, it's come from the old man, definitely.
Well, on a serious note, you've spent a lot of time doing autocross and you've done pretty well, so all the best this weekend at the Begonia Rally, and we'll wait and see if you get to spray that champagne again.
Yeah, thanks very much, mate. Looking forward to it.
Darren, didn't quite go so well at the MRF Tyres Academus Rally. What happened?
Stick through the radiator on the first stage pretty much fixed everything for us. We obviously didn't have any water in the engine, and it kept pulling timing out, and that's as the computers do to compensate for the overheating so you don't destroy the engine. So by the end of stage 1, we pretty much had no power, and we were pretty happy with our result with still winning the stage. But going into the second, there was obviously no water in the radiator, but we didn't know, so it obviously cooked the engine and was all over.
Sad to hear, but leaving that in the championship perspective, it certainly opens it up. No one's locked it in now, so it's really going to be a fight down to the last round here at the Begonia Rally. What's the plan?
Plan is to win the event as per every event this year. We've sort of got the pace that we're driving at that's good enough to do the job. So, the event strategy is exactly the same as every other event. We still want to win the rally. We don't want to come out, go away coming second. So that's the plan. Not going to think about the championship. We just want to, we want to win. And if the car holds up, I'm sure we'll be there.
Not thinking about the championship, but you've got a young man that's performed very well. Is that going to be in the back of the mind while you're out there?
I guess I've got another one to worry about now. So depending on where we draw on the road in the ballot, well, I don't know whether he's going to be in front of us or behind us, but it's now another time that we have to look at and go, where are we? So look, great for him. Proud dad. So if he can kick our ass, then good on him. Wrapped.
It's certainly going to be a fight to the end, and best of luck on the weekend.
Yep, thanks, Gibbo.
Boys are down at Tech Sport. Evo's been getting a few last-minute adjustments before this weekend's event. What's under the hood?
Same deal, Jimmy, but we have upgraded the brake package, so the car needs to be tested before the weekend. Subject to a good test coming in, I think it'll be great. The car's strong. We've had the head off it, looking for why it was overheating at the Academus, but we've sorted that. But with great thanks to Jeff and the boys at Tech Sport, the car's back together and picking it up now, actually. And also, I'd like to thank my son-in-law, Neil, from Kaiser Bar. He's a wonderful fellow. And also all the boys at Bendigo Tyres for helping out. It's been marvellous. So I think we'll have a good run. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, David, you're leading co-driver points in the outright, but there's still a chance for you guys mathematically to win on the weekend, take out the trophy at the end.
There is, Jimmy. It's going to be a great battle. I'll definitely do my very best to call the notes on time and in a good fashion so that we can steer this beast to hopefully the podium. Fingers crossed.
Well, it should be pretty exciting. There's a bit of a challenge coming from the Windus family. There was one, but now there's two. Any secrets in store to keep the boys at bay?
We've thought about it long and hard, Jimmy, and the short answer is no. We don't know what to do. But with that said, we'll do our best. So
I think
we'll see how it goes.
Consistency and timing will play a big part in this weekend.
Yes.
Well, it's set to be a challenging weekend, so best of luck to the two of you.
Thanks very much, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
G'day, Jeff. Thanks for having us down here at Tech Sport today. Back a few years ago, you won the Begonia Rally.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was one of the first Begonia rallies back in the late 60s. I was just a kid then. I was navigating for a guy named David Forster in a Cortina. And yes, we won the rally outright.
Well, certainly the years have moved on and the technology's changed. You've got Wal and Shermo here today, and you've been tweaking the car a little bit. What's been happening behind the scenes?
I've just given the car a pretty major freshen up. Brakes were the main thing. The calipers were pretty tatty and worn out, just abraded through stones and so forth. So a complete set of brakes, calipers, rotors, brake lines, balance bar, etc. And just a general check over. We replaced the head gasket, a bit of an overheating issue last event, and just a bunch of other things we found. So it's had a big maintenance work over.
Yeah, right behind you is the current Australian Championship winning four-wheel drive car. Do you reckon the boys have got it in them to make it a double for you?
Well, we certainly hope so. Yeah, 2 weeks ago in South Australia it was a wonderful event and a very good victory for us with the Walkums. They won the event outright as far as times were concerned, and in doing so won the four-wheel drive turbo category for the ARC. So we're pretty proud of that. The boys performed very, very well, really probably a little bit better than we expected, but no, a very nice result, and hope Wal and Shermo can follow it up this weekend with a good result as well.
Well, best of luck for you and the team, and we look forward to seeing you out there around and supporting the boys.
Good, it's a pleasure. I look forward to being up there this weekend.
Aaron, Ballarat Light Car Club are back again in the VRC with a Begonia Rally. Tell us a little bit about your event.
Yeah, so after being in the wilderness for a few years, the Ballarat Light Car Club have come back to run the Begonia as a VRC. So we are the final round, and we're looking forward to it. Obviously, it's going to be a great challenge this year to prove that we're back in the game, and we're here to stay with the VRC.
Fantastic. You've got an event that's not just an event at the end of the year, it's an event that's determining to championships for both the Focus on Furniture Victorian Rally Championship and, of course, the Bendigo Tyre Centre Noted Series. It's going to be a big fight for a couple of competitors up the top end of the field.
Yeah, I think Darren and Wal certainly entertain the crowd and come out with the gloves on and ready to go. I suppose you've got to look out for some young people like Aaron who could come out and surprise them all again. And you've also got Brooksy coming over from Tasmania, who's just won the Tasmania state title. So, there's a few people who could shake it up there.
Well, as we've seen from the ARC, we definitely know where the best drivers come from, and Victoria's the place to come and play. Where's the event kicking off this year?
So we're starting off at the Avoca Turf Club. So it's a nice picturesque area where people can camp and that sort of stuff as well. So we made it a one-stop shop. There's a bar there, everything there for a couple of drinks after the event or after reconnaissance on the Saturday. So we try to make it so that everyone can sort of stay in a little hub and enjoy the weekend.
Fantastic. We need more events like it. Now,
out in the forest, plenty of officials always getting used in this sort of area. How's it all looking there?
Yeah, so we've got our officials list completed now, which is really great. Obviously, there's going to be twoies that throws that people will have something come up or whatever. So, but we've got a few reserves, which is really good this time. A week out from the event.
It's fantastic to hear. Now, I believe there's 2 spectator points. Tell us a little bit about where they are.
Okay, so the first one is at Shoot. Now, Shoot's famous for the inventor of the Vegemite, so there's a bit of history there for everyone. But it's a nice Shire road coming in, turning right, about a 90-degree right. So it should be pretty full on coming into it.
Make sure you got your cross-skirts on board. And where's your second spot?
So the second spot is, we might as well call it the Blue Pyrenees Corner, at the winery there at the base of Mount Avoca. Everyone's been there and seen it, so it's a turn hard right down the hill. So the drivers would have done about 20-something Ks by the time they get to there, so the brakes are nice and hot, and it always makes it entertaining there.
How are things looking otherwise?
Yeah, look, everything else is looking really good. The roads are in superb condition. Spent a fair bit of time up in the Pyrenees the last few weeks, as you can imagine. The locals are looking forward to it, so everything's looking really good. So we're really happy where we're at.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, looking just behind you here, there's a bit of history with the Begonia name. Who do you reckon's going to take it home this year?
Look, I'm probably a bit biased being a Ballarat boy with Darren and Jamie, and you never know, young Aaron might come up and teach them all a lesson. But yeah, look, a bit biased. It'd be good to see Darren win it. And I know Jamie's been pretty keen to win this event for many years now, so I think the boys will be out to run a clean run.
Well, there's plenty of big names on the boards here, so all the best for the weekend.
No worries, thanks for that, James.